Well, you've heard of a drive-in movie, but have you guys ever thought about watching a movie on Lady Bird Lake? Well, now's your chance. Josh is going to tell me all about this opportunity that you guys can take. Tell me about it first. How did you come up with this?
Well, I started the Blue Starlite Drive In 13 years ago this year on the east side of Austin with the idea of creating a whole new cinema experience. So my idea was there hasn't been a drive-in movie theater in a major city ever, and there hasn't been a drive-in movie theater in Austin in over 40 years. So I opened one in an alleyway, and it sort of over the years has grown and become this sort of beloved little institution in town, and I'm very proud to say it's sort of considered one of Austin's things you see when you come here, which is wonderful and just feels so great. And over the years, I always try and keep things interesting and always am experimenting. And one of the things I've always sort of had on my mind was some sort of version of the Blue Starlight that showed off the amazing waterways of Austin, which I feel are completely underappreciated. I spend it every weekend with my 7-year-old son and my 2-year-old daughter puttering around the lake, and to me it's like just such an amazing part of living in Austin. And so the idea I pitched to Cap Cruises was I want to do a version of my drive-in, but instead of people driving their cars in, they'll sit literally on the water on your boats. And as an extension of that, we'll sell some kayak spaces where people can rent a kayak and pull up around the screen and basically boat in to the cinema.
I think that's so cool because, you know, Austin is a very active town, and I see people on the water out here all the time. I mean, it's kind of early and we got a few people out, but imagine just, so they'll come up right here and the screen will be behind us.
Yeah, so the screen is behind the floating dock cinema seats we're in right now. This will be the majority of them, and there'll be a couple of special table seats where couples can sit at a table and have a little more space. And you know, for me, it started as just, you know, I'm going to create the coolest drive-in, you know, that has ever existed. I'm going to sort of reinvent the drive-in. But then over the years, it's become a lot more about what can I do to make watching movies with other people different and exciting again, and in a way that's not inside. And so when the pandemic started and we opened our rooftop cinema showing new movies just over there, you know, behind one of those buildings, and I realized the magic of watching great movies with Austin surrounding you. That was an additional thing of what else can I do with that? How else can I bring the vibe of Austin into watching movies, taking advantage of the outdoor environment? And so to me, this is like the ultimate way to do it.
Definitely an experience, and if people want to come check it out, this isn't happening until Thursday.
It opens on next Thursday, yes, and the floating cinema, the dock cinema is weekly on Thursdays, but then once a month we're going to do the cruise cinema, where we take one of Cap Cruises' actual boats out and it goes for a cruise, and there's a movie that's paired with it.
And if people want to, you know, reserve their tickets, reserve their spots, how can they do so?
They go to our website, bluestarlightdrivein.com, for both this experience and all of our others.